Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Insurrection Brewing Company Insurrection Ale Works out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This beer is called Primal Soup, and so it seems lately they have changed up their labeling. At least all the hoppy stuff they've done recently has had a really similar label to this. It's just the background here is a different color, but they all have like that same hop nugget in it. So I don't know if that's a temporary thing or if they're going to keep doing that. But it is recognizable, at least if you know who they are. At least as far as I know, they're not distributing anywhere in Pittsburgh though. Yeah, this is it's an IPA. It's 6.5 ABV. And yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else on the can, so crack it open and see what we got. I haven't had anything hoppy from them in a little while, so I'm kind of excited to see how this is. So, I don't think that I poured it specifically aggressive, but as you can see, it pours a pretty hazy, darker golden color with pretty much like a two fingers worth of a pretty fluffy white head that's not going anywhere. So. It smells pretty nice. I am getting a little of like a resonant stank character. It's a little peachy. And there's a little bit of like overripened pineapple in there too. That is really, really good. It's very balanced in the flavors that it has. It's definitely a little softer than some of the body's a little softer than some of the other stuff I've had from them. So it seems like not only are they, I don't know if they're changing the hop profile or anything, but it definitely feels like they're either changing something with the yeast or the water profile, or even maybe the malt bill, the grain bill. I'm not sure. Yeah, it has like a really nice general, just like fresh green hop character. It is a little peachy, like in the aroma. It's not like super juicy and tropical though. It's a little peachy. There's a little bit of orange in there, and then the dankness that I was getting on the aroma, I'm not getting it as much on the taste, but it is there in the back end. It has a pretty nice lingering bitterness too. I mean, it's not to the point where it's like a burning bitterness, so I like it. But it's there to balance out, whatever sweetness is still hanging around in the beer. It's not dry, but it's not sweet either. It's actually pretty dialed in as far as that side goes. Carbonation level's pretty good. So I usually, most of the stuff I've had from them, I've always felt like they're really good, but they're kind of rough around the edges. Like the hop, they get the hops to really pop, but they're there's always like one thing about it where it's not like completely refined. This is really the opposite. I feel like there's no like really big standout hop flavor that's coming out of it, but it's a very well-rounded, tasty IPA. I know. Obviously, it's New England style in general. I mean, it's unfiltered, but I know even talking to the one of the owners slash brewer, he said, it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm just going to I want to make beer that's like that because it tastes good, but I'm not trying to stick to like a really specific New England style. I'm just making it to the point where I like it. So I don't think you're ever going to get something from them that's like complete, like straight juice or, like looks like orange juice. I mean, this is obviously unfiltered, but it's not like crazy, crazy hazy. This is a really good beer. I would definitely buy this again. And I think it was $16 a 4-pack, which is on a buck or two cheaper than some other places for a pretty good quality IPA. And they actually have price breaks if you buy like, I don't know if there's a price break for half a case, but I know there's a price break for a case. I think if you buy a case, it ends up being like $14 or $13.50 a 4-pack. So, if you're able to drink it in a reasonable amount of time, that's the only issue with buying a case, obviously. But if you can send some out to people or split it with somebody, it's actually a pretty good deal. So this is definitely a buy for me. I know these guys are really not known outside of Pittsburgh, but I'm slowly sharing some of their beers with people down here in Charlotte, and they're really digging them. So I hope that they keep growing, and they just got put in a much bigger system than they had. So I think their sour program is really going to boom. They have a cold ship and everything now too. So I'm really looking forward to the stuff that they put out in the future. But I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.